ladies, and welcome back to another video. I just got back from a full week in Boston. It was such a fun trip. I feel like I hit, honestly, like the perfect pocket of nice weather because the last time I was there, it was cold and rainy, and it just changes the vibe, you know? Like when it's nice, you can pop out, you can walk around, you can explore. So this time I checked out the North End. Amazing food, great shopping. And yeah, I'm gonna be spending more time there this summer. So it was just really fun to like see, you know, that area. But when I first got there, I went to this place called Remedy Spa. First of all, beautiful spa, but I walk in to get my massage and never in my life have I had a massage like this. I lay down on the massage table. There's robot arms above me. First of all, I put on this like scuba suit. The robot like scans my body and then I get a 60-minute full body massage by this robot. And it was actually like, at first I was kind of scared because I'm like, this thing could malfunction at any point and just like crush my body. But that didn't happen. We were all good and I loved the massage. The hands of the robot were really warm and it was just like so soothing. It was really firm pressure, which I liked. I'm not somebody like if I go to get a massage and they're just like barely touching my skin and just like lightly tapping me, I'm like, no, I want you to get in there. So loved that. Got in the sauna and had a nice little wellness day when I got there. So that was fun. And then made a lot of meals in this time, which was great because when I travel, my body just tends to fluctuate the most. And that's kind of what I wanted to just chat about during this video and kind of do a gentle reset together because I always share with you guys, you know, like when I'm feeling good and we're like making our recipes and we're getting in our workouts, but it's like, I also want to show you the times where I'm like, you know, my digestion could be better right now. Maybe I'm feeling a little bit more bloated and my body just knows when I'm not at home. So now there's little like tips and tricks that I do when I get back just to like feel like myself. And this is not like, oh, we need to do a 7-day juice cleanse because I'm so over that when I see that and people are just like, oh yeah, full reset your body with drinking celery juice for a week. I'm just like, no, we're not doing that. So we're gonna make some delicious, nourishing meals. We're gonna get in some movement. I'm actually at one of my favorite grocery stores right now. We're gonna go stock up for the week and just spend a few days together. But yeah, you know, sometimes I get back from traveling and I shared this in my last video. You know, naturally, like you wanna feel your best all the time, but as much as I'm on it and I feel like I incorporate the right habits, sometimes the change in schedule, the change in sleep, eating out a little bit more, you know, it affects your body a little bit. So we're just gonna do a little gentle reset, get back on track and spend the next few days together. But let's go stock up on a few things at Rollin' Oats before they close and get this party started. I'm actually dying because I just got a glimpse of myself in the viewfinder and like a slick back is always a good idea until you catch yourself in your front camera of your phone or you just catch a little glimpse and you're like, whoa, that is slick. Okay, Miss Egghead. Like it looks good, you know, in your mirror and then you get a glimpse and you're like, okay, that is slick. But I have my hair mask in, so. Anyways, let's go get these groceries. I spy night nectar. If you live in St. Pete, you can get it here or you can get it at the Tampa store as well. And this is our 12 count pack. So cool to see our product on the shelf. Oh. This is such a beautiful site after traveling. I actually got a few new things that I haven't tried yet, so I'm excited to test them out this week. And then I got my staples, and I also have a few things I still need to get from Publix and Sprouts. So this is just everything from Rollin' Oats. We've got Japanese sweet potatoes and regular sweet potatoes, avocado. I'm gonna do a papaya boat, eggs, siete salsa, some huge gems for the dessert prep that I'm doing, and some baking cups because we're gonna make some like homemade Reese's, almond flour for homemade Snickers, these Jessie and Ben's fries. If you haven't had these yet, these are the best, like pre-made frozen sweet potato fries. 3 ingredients: potatoes, beef tallow, sea salt. I like the sweet potato ones, but they also do like a garlic one, I believe. This was a new find that I'm excited about. This big spoon carrot cake nut butter. This would be so good on top of a sweet potato. You want to bake it and do like a dessert sweet potato. I've got my carbone sauce because I'm having a friend over for dinner this week and we're gonna do a spaghetti squash pasta. That's what she requested. If you can't tell, I really love this Lovebird granola. This is protein granola, and I gotta say, normally I'm a Purely Elizabeth stan. Like I will still buy her granola and I love it. There's something about the flavor of this that's so good. Ingredients are nice and clean, and the crunch is great. I just love a cinnamon granola, and this is my new favorite. Hot honey, obviously, cottage cheese, chomp sticks. I don't know if I already showed you this. The siete salsa is really nice. this real cereal. I'm gonna use this for dessert. I just love the packaging, honestly. And I like that the ingredients literally just organic brown rice. I got their little cornflakes as well for desserts and just snacking and cereal. Siete chips. These are like a Dorito alternative. Eggs, and then just some pre-made things to grab and go. It's gonna be a super busy week because I just have a bunch of stuff to catch up on. So tuna salad, which I would normally make, but like I said, it's just like I was there, I wanted to grab it, have it in the fridge. Chicken, carrot salad, I think that's it. And then yeah, we have our beef and a few other sources of protein that I'm getting from Sprouts. But oh, what a beautiful sight. We're taking a quick break to talk about one of my favorite essential supplements. Whenever I'm traveling, I reserve an entire little section of my suitcase for snacks and supplements because you guys know I love my routines, and whenever your environment's changing, you gotta have habits that you stick to feel your best. So after you get your lab testing done, if you're looking for a good multivitamin, one of my favorites is Rituals Essential for Women Multivitamin 18+. This has been a brand that I've trusted for so many years just because all of their products are made traceable, which means that you can see where each key ingredient is coming from and why they're choosing to use that ingredient. That's something that's very rare in the supplement space. I also like that these capsules are delayed release, so they're gentle on my stomach and just so easy to add into my morning routine. And they have this really nice mint scent to them. Just pop them in. They give you this really nice refreshing mint aftertaste. I also have so many friends that take this and love it, but I like that this is clinically backed and it's just designed to help fill in any type of nutrient gaps that you might have. It's also USP verified, which is a very high standard to meet for transparency and quality. But I know trying out different supplements and just maintaining your routine is something that can be, you know, a little overwhelming. So this is one of those things that's just simplified it for me. And again, it's just a brand that I really trust. So if you're wanting to try it out, I'll put my link in the description for you. That will get you 25% off your first purchase. You should say hi. Look who's here.
Hello, everyone. I told Gracie I'm going to take over in the kitchen, and that means the food's going to be really fantastic. I don't know why she's laughing.
It's funny because I feel like a lot of people think that you probably were a big cook growing up, and you weren't.
She's telling stories on me.
She can make a really good chicken noodle soup.
And stew, amazing salad.
She would tell me when I was younger, hey, I got the crock pot going. I'd be like, dang it. No, not the crock pot.
This girl right here.
She runs on Diet Coke and chocolate chip cookies. That's okay. You can't have it all. You have everything else.
Hey.
You know? You can dance. You're cute.
Oh, yeah.
You're young. You're fun. The cooking,
I'm good for that.
Leave me to the cooking. Let's just say that. Okay. Anyway, she just came over. What an angel. She's going to help me unpack because if it was up to me, I probably wouldn't unpack for, I don't know, a week or so. You can expose me now. But she came back and opened up most of my packages. I just got this sweatsuit.
How cute is that?
It's from Mayfair. They make the best sweatsuits. I don't even know what the back says, but I just love your little, what does it say?
It says, consider this your sign to be kind. You never know who needs your light. That's so true. I love that.
I know. Normally I'm like white, black, neutral, so we are bringing the pink this summer, baby. Anyways, before we do dinner, I had a few more things come, so I thought, why not open it together? One of my favorite things about being a wellness creator is that a lot of my PR, I get like beauty, skincare, but I get a lot of food and snacks and supplements. I think I have a way to invest over here, so let's just open these up quickly. Ooh, bread. This is One Mighty Mill stone mill bread. Bagels. We also have, this is their just mighty wheat. I want to say, I'm going to look into this. I can link it in the description. I think stone milled is easier to digest, which is great because as we talked about earlier, just focusing on digestion this week. Yeah, this is a really great bread. I'm going to link this in the description. I also have, cinnamon raisin. This is your favorite. Cinnamon raisin bagels. Okay, thank you, One Mighty Mill. What else do we have?
What is this?
What is this? A droplet micro infuser?
All these goodies. This is like Christmas over here.
It's literally the best. It never gets old.
You're so blessed. You're so blessed.
Hydro filler effect. What? This is so cool.
Ooh, this is probably what I need. Hydro filler effect. This is for me. Read up on that.
Wait a second. It's like a face steamer, but with like skincare ingredients. I am so excited. I just showed you guys my steamer the other day, and the fact that this is like handheld, so I can sit on my couch while I'm reading or winding down. I don't have to sit at my kitchen counter. How cool is that? We're gonna do this later and test it out. Thank you, Droplet. Appreciate that. Next, this is heavy. This is heavy. You carried this upstairs by yourself? You are strong. This, I believe, is from my friend Tamsin. She is so smart. She's so sweet. I had her on my podcast. I could put the podcast episodes right here. She has so much knowledge when it comes to menopause and women's health. And she, I feel like, was one of the first people in the space that was really speaking out about it, talking about symptoms. And so when I connected with her, I felt like I was just meeting like my soul sister. And I've learned so much from her. And she just has like the best energy. And she's lived so many lives. Like she worked as a newscaster and a reporter, and then now she's just sharing education about like women's health and menopause.
Read a book.
Yeah, she got a great book. I'm gonna link her book in the description too, but she'll make a little note. Gracie, I'm so excited for you to try this. See you soon. I'm gonna meet up with her when she's in Tampa so we can have a little girls' day. I'm excited. I've always wanted to try a weighted vest. Whoa. This one looks like it's actually cute. Oh, whoa. So you put the little weights, the satchel weights, into the vest to add more weight. I love that. Wow. It is the summer of her around here. We're walking around St. Pete in my weighted vest. Let's try it out. Get over here. Let me strap it on you. This should be fun. Get over here.
Can we put it with my satchel?
Take off your fanny pack, please. Through.
Okay. Oh, suiting up.
Oh, this big chesty guy here.
Gracie.
Bust the seams.
Wow.
Okay, so then we add the weights.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Those pockets. Add weights in here.
Okay, so let's see what she got.
Okay. I've got 2 weights already right here. Balance this out. Oh my. Weighted.
You know, power walk. Oh, wait, let me get you somebody's back there, too.
Oh my goodness. Gosh,
Take it easy on her. Now get to stepping.
Get to stick.
How's it feel?
It feels good.
Really cute.
Yeah, I mean, it's really comfortable, honestly. I can see where this is beneficial. Feels good. Easy to carry the weights around. I think good support.
Love that.
Yeah.
I got one more thing. Also, side note, I'm training my mom this summer, which I'm very excited about. I have some other news I can share with you soon, but I will be training her. She's going to be in the gym with me. I'm going to be helping her with her meals as well. And now we can add a weighted vest into your regimen. I ordered this.
Feel this. Like this.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm shocked you made that look easy.
What is this? She says something like that. Isn't that cool?
It is cool.
I see her.
It's very
walking
like,
around.
I feel like if I was
Like a
stressed,
little combat.
I feel like if I was stressed, I would actually like to wear this. It's like compression on
Yeah.
your chest. You know,
Sounds
sometimes
like a
my
way to
chest
go
is like tight.
Like a way
sitting in the way.
weighted for your chest and body. Holds everything in.
I kind of like this. I'm gonna wear this around. This was a random knife set I just got on Amazon. I thought it looked cute. And I needed one like pronto. I really wanted the caraway one, but it was going to take too long to get here, so. Look how cute this is.
I wasn't ready to be on phone today, by the way.
I figured you took a little longer because you don't even know what's going on over here. I think this is pretty cute. For an Amazon knife set.
I have to wash this knife.
I know. Is anybody else? I'm 30 years old.
You're not 30.
Well, I'm 29. And it's like, my mom will be like telling me like how to wash dishes and how to drive a car. I'm like, what do you think I do when you're not around? How do you think I've been surviving this whole time? She's like, you have to wash those knives. It's like, oh shit.
Always looking out for you, baby.
I know you are.
Always looking out for you.
Best. That is cute though. Look at this nice block. And then they go in like this. Isn't that kind of cute?
Yeah. Where'd you hear about this brand?
I didn't, but
Oh,
add to
my
cart.
goodness. This is a researched brand.
I don't really, when I want something, I'm like, I need it now.
Hey, these tips. Watch these tips. Cut your fingers.
Kinda
She's
cool.
dangerous with a knife. I don't know how she does it in the kitchen, but
Hope so. Okay, kind of cool. Nice. All right, well, that was the unboxing that you didn't ask for. Hopefully that was entertaining. We got a weighted vest, a new sweat set, some bagels, a face steamer. We got some diversity with this PR. I love it. I need to unpack, have dinner. Are you gonna stay for dinner?
I mean, when we have dinner at 10:30.
No. Okay.
Yes.
Time to unpack. We had a little situation when I was unboxing the knife set. I don't even know if this was on camera, but my mom was like, be careful, you don't want to cut your finger. I pretty much sliced half of my fingernail off. So we've got some Neosporin, we had to go to Publix, we've got some Band-Aids. In the meantime, masking tape and paper towel. She was right. Moms are always right. Moral of the story here. So we're gonna clean this out and then unpack, have dinner, go to bed early, but kind of a bummer. Dang it. Okay, we had a minor setback with the finger situation, but we're about to have a major comeback with this dinner. Got my sweet potato that is nice and toasty. I left this one in the oven maybe a little too long, but I do like it caramelized like this, so honestly, it will get devoured. Cut it in half, face down in the oven, 45 minutes to 50 minutes depending on the potato, and the skin is gonna peel right off, and it literally tastes like candy. Like, it is just so sweet, so good. We're gonna put that in our bowl. It was already prepped and ready to go, so I just had to heat it up. I have the carrot ginger salad. We're gonna toss it to the bowl, and then some honey sriracha chicken. Dying with this finger bandage and this tan. I tried a new self tanner and it just is not it, so I won't be using it again. But look at this chicken. Toss it into the bowl, and then we're gonna do some avocado with sea salt. I'll give you a view of this in a second, don't worry. This sauce, the Primal Kitchen chicken dippin' for all of your bowls. Good ingredients, amazing flavor. It kind of has like a honey mustard flavor. Shake it up. We're gonna drizzle that right on top. That's dinner, nice and simple. Took me, 2 minutes to heat this up in the microwave. Okay, let's drizzle this. This is my favorite way to build a meal. We've got protein, our chicken. We've got our source of fiber, sweet potato, fat. Got some carrots in there, our veggies. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. I just always feel the best when my meals have protein, fiber, and healthy fat. Eating like this is genuinely what kind of like rewired my palate and helped stabilize my blood sugar, helped me reach my goals. And yeah, there's just nothing better than eating a healthy meal and actually craving healthy food. There's nothing else I'd rather be eating right now than this bowl. So good. But it is hard when you first start. It's like, if you're not used to eating healthy, you tend to crave, the foods that aren't great for you. And then you start eating like this, and this is all that you want to eat. Your body just kind of naturally craves it. That sauce is amazing. Also, if you're struggling with bloat, like maybe it's not from travel, maybe it's just in general, sticking to whole foods and eating less processed foods is going to be a great place to start. And then also listening to your hunger cues. It's kind of hard when you're bloated because your stomach already hurts, right? And you're like, okay, I can't even tell if I'm full because I'm bloated before I start eating. That's why it's so important to figure out like if you have some type of like gut dysbiosis or if there's something going on in your gut so that you don't feel sick to your stomach like before, you eat, but chewing slowly, being present with your food. Obviously, I know I'm chatting with you guys right now, but it's my favorite way to eat in general, but especially when I get home from traveling. I'm not eating out. I'm gonna have very little refined sugar, no alcohol, probably take it easy on caffeine, prioritize sleep, all that good stuff. But since the finger situation held us up, we're gonna make dessert together tomorrow. We're gonna go to sleep, get good rest, and then work out together, get into our routine together tomorrow morning. I just woke up from the best sleep. When you're in a really deep slumber and then you wake up in the morning and you don't know like what year it is, what room you're in, what time it is, like it's actually the best feeling just being back in your own bed after traveling. So full 8 hours, uninterrupted. I also washed my hair, but it went right back into a slick back. So, so much for that. Anyways, I'm kickstarting digestion this morning with my lymphatic tea. This is the fruity one, the caffeine-free fruity tea strips. I drink this all the time, but you basically just put this tea strip into warm water. It dissolves. There's no tea bag. There's no mess. You just pop it right in. I do like starting the mornings with something warm and kind of like gentle on my stomach, especially after like having matcha lattes or just like fun little drinks while I'm traveling. So I'm sipping on this, and then I'm just about to hop on a call with a registered dietitian from Nourish because I'm getting my macros calculated for the first time. It's a question that I get pretty often, and I've just never had mine calculated, so I wanted to try it out and see if it changes at all, like the way I feel, or if doing that in combination with strength training makes any type of difference, just because I'm curious. So we're gonna get those calculated, and then after I'm tracking them for a while, we'll do like a day or a week of eats, so we can do that together, and then I'll just keep you posted on that process. But typically, coming off of travel, I'll do a fasted walk. So I'm just gonna have this tea, we're gonna take this call, get our fasted walk in, and then come back and have a nice, filling breakfast. We need to get our workout in. I have a bunch of work I need to get done today, and then my friend is coming over for dinner tonight. So we are gonna have a full day together. Let's do it. I wanted to quickly chat about bloat while we're on our walk. There's a difference between chronic bloat, where you are in severe pain after every single meal. It feels like you're bloating no matter what you're eating, and you just constantly feel inflamed. And then there's like post-travel bloat or the bloat you may experience when you're out of routine or your sleep schedule changes. So just acknowledging the difference between the two, because there's two different approaches. Like when you're experiencing chronic bloat, you definitely want to go and get a stool test or a blood test to figure out what the issue is. And then there's habits that I'll implement like post-travel when I'm just like, I can feel like my digestion's off, or that I'm a little bit more, bloated than usual. So when I'm feeling that way, there's certain things that I make sure I do when I get home. Number one, prioritizing sleep, 8 hours. Check, we got that. Number two, getting in the sun, getting my walk in, sweating. I think it's really important to just like get a good sweat in, especially if I'm feeling like a little puffy, And then number two, I start with like a warm beverage, which we did earlier this morning. I try not to do any lattes from coffee shops, just because when I travel, I tend to like get my matcha lattes and things like that. So it's like really just reducing caffeine, having less milk and things like that, I feel like always helps. And then obviously, alcohol, low refined sugar, cooking most of my meals at home, protein, fiber, healthy source of fat in my meals. And then legs up the wall, sauna sessions, and then just getting a quick walk-in after eating so my food just isn't stagnant. And then also making sure I have early dinners. So you want to give your body time to digest before you get horizontal. So those are a few of the things that I'm prioritizing as I'm just getting back into my routine to feel my best, to improve digestion. I'll probably also do like a stomach lymphatic drainage massage and just implement all the things that I know make me feel better. But like post-travel, dysregulation never feels good. But once I implement those things, I feel so much better within a few days. So that is what I'm prioritizing right now. Okay, we got our steps and our sunshine in, and as soon as I got home, I had to jump in the shower because I was drenched in sweat after that walk. That's the only thing about living in Florida. Like, I absolutely love it here, but the summers are so hot and so brutal that you really can't be outside for longer than 5 minutes without being like sticky, sweaty, and just feeling a little, gross. But we definitely got our sweat in, which is what we wanted, and freshened up quickly, and now we're gonna make breakfast. This breakfast, I had a random craving for it when I was on my walk. One of my friends introduced me to this combo a while back, and I was like, I haven't made that in so long. And if you have followed me for a while, you know that I love my weird food combinations. So hopefully you like this, but I'm gonna show you what we're working with over here. All right, first of all, we have a little bowl of fruit. This is all fruit that I feel like is really good for just bloat and digestion. Pineapple, papaya, coconut, and kiwi. And then we're gonna do a date egg scramble with cinnamon cranberry goat cheese, and of course, half of a sweet potato. I know it sounds so weird, but you just have to trust me on this one. Dates and eggs are something that just belong together. So let's get it going. Okay, so you want to get your pan nice and hot with a little bit of butter, and this is just one pitted medjool date, and you want to chop it up into little pieces so that it's going to be evenly dispersed, throughout the eggs. Give it a little shake, and these will brown pretty quick, so just kind of keep them moving, and then you want to add the eggs in relatively quick. Also, don't judge my egg cracking skills. I didn't have eggs for so long that I am still not the best at cracking them. Woo! Okay, exhibit A. Butterfingers, literally. Okay, yep, okay. I mean, come on. Have you ever seen an egg cracked that badly? Hot. There we go. That was an improvement. Okay, all my regular spatulas are in the dishwasher, so we're just gonna use this little spoon. And then you just wanna scramble the eggs up with your dates. Sweet potato is nice and hot. Our eggs. Okay, and then we're gonna let the goat cheese, the cranberry goat cheese, melt on top of that. We'll add just a little bit more. And then we're gonna top it off with a little sea salt. Now that is what I'm talking about. I just gathered my supplements and I wanted to show you the lineup for today. I try not to overdo it. Like, I think it's so common when we're feeling bloated to want to try like 20 different bloat products. And sometimes I feel like that only makes the situation worse. Like sleep, food, nervous system regulation, honestly, is just as effective, if not more effective, than like inhaling, 20 different anti-bloat supplements. So that's how I feel about that. But I'll still take my probiotic, my multivitamin. Sometimes I switch it up. So I love the Just Thrive probiotics, but I just wanted something to sip on. So I'm doing the Bean Tribiotic, and it also has glutathione in it. This is the blue raspberry one. It tastes nice, and sometimes it's fun to, sip on something instead. So I got that. I'm doing my Ritual multivitamins. I take 2 capsules, and then also my Nordic Naturals Omega-3. These are 2 capsules. And then this morning you saw I did my tea. So we already had this. This is the caffeine-free version. It's just a strip that melts into your water. Tonight I'll do magnesium. I can also sometimes get things moving if you need to have a little movement. I'll do electrolytes this afternoon. These are just the Pro Mix electrolytes. I love their watermelon. This is the salted coconut. And then I'll also sometimes do like a midday red raspberry leaf tea because I feel like this helps a lot with bloating. So I try to keep it pretty simple. I don't do anything like out of the ordinary. And again, you just don't want to overdo it too much. I feel like sometimes we can get stressed when we're not feeling good and we're like, oh, I need to take every bloat supplement on the market. And I think that can make things worse. So we have a quick call we need to hop on in like 15 minutes. So that gives me 10 minutes to get my workout in. This is the only time I have set aside to do that. So we're gonna make some things happen, get it in with the time we have, and just get it done. Okay, 10 minutes, fully seated, dumbbell only, upper body workout. We've got 8 reps and 3 sets of each exercise, and we're gonna get it in, okay? I just pulled my little dining chair right into the middle of my living room, so I have like a nice firm place to sit. It's just easier than sinking into a couch, but you know, if a couch is your only option, that's gonna get the job done. So we're gonna grab our dumbbells, and we're gonna start with a bent arm lateral raise. This is just easier to do if you're seated, in my opinion. And we're gonna go alternate our arms, and then 1 rep with both arms. And I'm gonna cue some music or voice over here so we can get through this workout. Okay, bicep curl. Make sure our arms straight down. Just curl the dumbbells up, and I'm using 15 pounds here. We're gonna alternate. Okay, next we have a shoulder press. Oh my gosh, arms are already on fire. Tricep extension. Got that 15-pound dumbbell again. I used to do self-tanner, which I will never use again because I was in a hurry, so sorry if you see some wacky things happening in my armpits or my hands. Okay, alright, next we have side servers. Dumbbells out, bring it back in. Woo. Okay, around the world, when I'm seated, I kind of like to take this a little bit under the legs. Bring it up, brace the core, slow on the way down. All right, and last, we have hammer curl. I'm gonna go with 15s. My arms are really feeling it. I'm gonna scoot to the edge of your seat, just like that. One at a time, baby. Oh my goodness. If anybody thought a seated dumbbell workout couldn't get you going, couldn't get you a good pump, you're in for a treat. We just crushed the arm workout. We got it done quickly. We did what we could with the time we had and the space that we had and made it happen. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we got our meetings done. I finished up some short form content for brands, and now we're gonna head to the store just to grab a few things for dinner tonight. I'm so happy that I have my dining tables and my bar stools now, so I can actually have people over and host and just make dinner with friends. So we're gonna head to the store, grab a few things, but I wanted to share quickly a thought with you from this morning. Typically, like after travel, I just run a little bit more anxious. Like I mentioned this in my last video when I was talking about managing PCOS symptoms. And this is something that I probably have to be the most intentional about when it comes to just like keeping an eye on how I'm feeling and how I'm regulating my nervous system. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just a person that naturally gets a little bit more overwhelmed easily. So if I'm not like, when I get home, doing these things to make sure that I'm like eating well, going on my walks, we'll probably do legs up the wall tonight, just doing these little things that I know are going to make my body feel like more centered. It's so easy for that stress to compile, and then, you know, fast forward a month from now, you'll be like, oh my gosh, like why am I not feeling well? Why is my body out of whack? And so it's like, if you're not on it and you're not aware of like what you need, I feel like that's why in the past I would get to this moment where I'm like, why do I feel so terrible? You know what I mean? Because it kind of starts to compile on it. It starts to stack up if you're not just like, okay, what do we need to do? boom, let's implement it, let's take care of it so that we feel good or we feel more regulated. But anyways, I've been trying to start my mornings with a morning thought just so I have a little bit more, I don't want to say like peace of mind throughout the day, but if I'm having a stressful day or I'm feeling a little bit more anxious, it just gives me something to reflect back on, or it helps like anchor me in a way. So today's thought was, the magic is rarely in one big moment. The life you want is a sum of the habits you choose to repeat, not what you choose to attempt occasionally. And I think that thought just explains so much about life, and it can be applied to so much more than just like wellness. I know like throughout this video we've kind of talked a lot about just like, you know, getting back on track after traveling and just making sure that you're doing like a nice little reset, getting back into your routine. But the small things that we do, like I guess the 10-minute arm workout is like a great example. In the past I would have been like, it's 10 minutes, I don't have the time, it's ridiculous to sit on this chair and think that like, you know, lifting a few dumbbells is really going to make an impact. Like that was my old mindset. But now even just like taking that time in doing that is something that's so important, because repetition, like truly over time, is something that shapes us. And it's not just repetition through wellness and like our workouts and the things we're eating. It's repetition through, you know, the way that we choose to speak to ourselves, the habits we start to normalize, the way that we show up in our friendships or in our relationships, and just like it spills into everything. And eventually what you choose to repeat, you know, consciously or unconsciously, starts to shape not only the way you experience yourself, but also like the world around you. So it's a big deal, and it's always the things in the moment that seem insignificant that become such a big piece of the puzzle, but you can't see it like in the moment or when you're in it. So I just wanted to share that quickly. And then there was something else that I read that I loved, and you know what, I'm just gonna read it to you because I was like, ooh, this hit home. So pause while I read this to you. It says, life has a way of seducing us to desire immediate gratification. We fixate on outcomes instead of the step that is in front of us. We tend to look for the fastest track to the most desirable result. People want the outcome without appreciating the value of what repetition teaches you. This is why small choices matter so much, not because one moment changes everything, but because repeated moments quietly do. And over time, repetition has a way of turning temporary actions into permanent parts of who you are. I mean, is that not just like, ooh, if that doesn't start a little fire for you, I don't know what will. So anyways, little pre-grocery shop pep talk. That's what I'm talking about.
Which one's mine?
Whichever one you want to be yours. This, I think this one, maybe?
Yeah.
This one's like your potatoes a little bit better.
Let's see how you do it a little.
Do you want it on everything or just your beef?
I want it on everything, but be conservative.
Okay, gotcha. You're like, don't get a heavy hand. Please.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
That looks really good.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay, amazing. And then that's,
do a little this one too.
Yeah, that's chicken. That comes out fast, but just go for it. It's kind of like honey mustard.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna do just a little.
Just a little dibble dabble. I love that sauce.
Sorry.
Love, okay. Let's get you a fork. This ketchup was much needed. Honestly, we feel like we have so much we have to go over. Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
We're going over there. We're
Very
going
cute.
to the bar.
Okay, had a great dinner with Lucy. We ended up having some beef bowls. Shocking, I know. And we're gonna end the night with some legs of the wall. Basically what I'll do is just scooch my booty as close as I can to a wall. You can do this in your living room. If you want to put down like a yoga mat, or you can do it in your bed like this. Look how cute my little teddy bear slippers are. And I'll just make sure my legs are right up the wall and lay here for 3 to 5 minutes. This increases circulation, it's great for lymphatic health, and then it also just gets your body into the rest and digest state, also just like parasympathetic state. Really allows you to just calm down. You can focus on your breathing and do box breathing while you're laying here. Like if you're somebody that runs anxious, like I was telling you, if you just had a stressful day, having your slowing down your breath is like one of the best things you can do, just to calm yourself down and lower your heart rate and just de-stress. So I'll lay here for like 3 to 5 minutes. I have my little scalp massager, massage my scalp. I got my rain machine going on my hatch right now. I don't know if you can hear that. It is so peaceful in here. I'm just lay here. This is such an easy habit. It's free. You can do it anywhere. And I feel such a big difference, especially if I feel like, you know, my legs are a little swollen, or maybe if you're somebody that's sitting, you know, at a desk most of the day, it's just nice to increase that blood flow and circulation. It does make me feel a little bit more sleepy before bed, so very easy, simple habit to incorporate. This scalp massager is so nice, oh my goodness. I am feeling so zen and so relaxed right now. I'm just gonna wash my face, do my skincare, and then head to bed. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've loved hanging out. And yeah, it was just kind of nice to share with you, you know, maybe when I'm just like not feeling my best or like I need a little reset, just like the things that I try to prioritize, the things I try to do. And I think a lot of times we can like stress ourselves out, and it's only natural to like think you need to make an intense change when you're, you know, not feeling great. But you just gotta focus on the simple things, and then like I said earlier, just remember that like all of those little habits that may feel insignificant in the moment stack up over time. So I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.